We're starting a front page review with The Nation. The major headline: governors rally support for devastated Borno flood victims. And this is a very impressive move by the governors. We have a few governors in the picture. The governor of Lagos State, as well as the governor of Kwara State, as with their companion or their colleague, the governor of Borno State, Babagana Zulum, inspecting the flood in Maiduguri yesterday. In other news, Sweden offers immigrants $34,000 to leave country. Ekiti pays 71 million naira as compensation, and reign of tribute for Owa Obokun Aromolaron, who passed on. 17 passengers missing as truck knocks bus into river at Ife. 440 million naira contract probe. The ICPC summons Kano speakers. Other. Labour Party crisis. Ume Baksabure must go decision. CBN demands monthly POS transaction report. And Nigeria to get 589 billion impact on health. That's others with Britain. We also can't miss the picture of the president, our President Tinubu, with the King Charles III on Wednesday in a meeting as well. So what story are we starting with?
Do the Sweden. So Swedish government have said that they will drastically increase grants for immigrants who choose to leave the country and return home to encourage more immigrants to go. And so they said as of 2026, immigrants who voluntarily return to their home countries would be eligible to receive up to 350,000 Swedish kroner. That is about $34,000. And they said this is brought to by the immigration Swedish Democrat. They said there will be a paradigm shift, and this policy has been in existence since 1984, but is relatively unknown. So currently, immigrants in the country who choose to leave, for an individual and adult, will get 10,000 kroner per adult, 5,000 kroner per child, and a cap of 40,000 kroner per family. But they're looking to increase it to 350,000, as opposed to, I just took the stories interestingly, as opposed to the British policy of escorting some immigrants to Rwanda. As opposed to that, you give.
But this one is given because they can afford it now.
If it is greener pasture you are finding, you collect $34,000, come back home, and whatever skill you have, come and put it to use. Oh. That's what they are looking at. Some way to encourage it. I think it's more dignifying than shipping
the way
to some other unknown places.
All right.
Okay, so I have the story of the 440 million contract probe. They said the Kano State House of Assembly Speaker Jibril Falgore, Deputy Speaker Muhammad Butu, and 3 others have been invited for questioning as part of the ongoing probe of the 440 million drugs contract scam in 44 local government areas in the state. They were invited by the ICPC, that's the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. They said the commission is investigating alleged violations of the provisions of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences. They said that the contract, which was meant for the supply of drugs to the 44 local government areas, was alleged to be breach of the state's procurement law and financial management law. They said that they received an intel from a whistleblower on the drug scandals, and we have decided to investigate all the allegations. They said the ICPC chairman, Dr. Musa Aliyu, who appeared before the Kano State High Court yesterday, said the chairmen have no local standing to institute the matter because the Supreme Court has declared all the caretaker committees in local government areas as illegal nationwide. And he also said the resolution of the Kano State House of Assembly to extend the tenure of the 44 chairmen of the 44 caretaker committees in the council was not valid. So they are trying to say that the 44 local government people, that they are not even supposed to even be part of the investigations. They are not even supposed to still be there as the caretakers. So
I have, okay.
The ICPC?
No. Oh, okay. So records of all points of sale transactions, that's POS transactions, are to be submitted every month according to the CBN. And they have directed 2 licensed payment terminal service aggregators. They're called PTSAs, the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System PLC, NIBSS, and the Unified Payment Services Limited, UPSL. These are the two terminal service aggregators that have been licensed to do that. And they're saying that the CBN had actually sent a circular ahead saying that in order to achieve the objective of tracking electronic transactions in Nigeria, that's why this has been set up. This is, we always say follow the money, or it seems like in Nigeria we cannot follow the money. Some transactions happen and they disappear. So this is government's way of, making sure that all transactions, especially via, in this case, via POS, we're able to follow the money.
Now the ATM machines are no longer working.
Oh, they are not?
They are not.
No, the ones at the banking halls work. I think it's the ones that are outside, maybe not, but most of the ones.
But POS is more convenient than going to.
And but you pay money to withdraw money.
We still pay money to now.
The POS.
Moving on to the Punch, major headline: Edo government polls, opposition fears violence as PDP shuns peace accord. In other news, we have PDP governors lose as National Working Committee hands Wike reverse control. Blind mothers missing kid found in Lagos after 10-month search. Recapitalization, manufacturers SME struggle as banks take over the capital market. NNPC Dangote crude oil sale, products buyback deal. NNPC team to monitor production at refinery. Tinubu governors Obasanjo mourns as Owa Obokun joins his ancestors. OPS writes AGF over $2.4 billion forex contract breach, and the U.S. consulting with Nigeria to counter terrorism from General. So, what are we starting with?
So I have the blind woman story. According to Punch, the 2-year-old daughter of a visually impaired woman, Agnes, who had gone missing since November 2023, were found recently. According to them, the 2-year-old was in company of a 13-year-old stepsister of hers, and the two of them were playing in front of their house in Akowonjo area of Lagos. And suddenly the mom couldn't hear any of their murmurings anymore. So they had gone off. She raised alarm. Their dad came in, they reported, but they didn't find them. Fortunately, they got a call from an orphanage in Bariga that the two of them were there. Someone had called their grandma, and eventually they went there and found them. They were said to have been found wandering around Agopa last week, and they were rescued by a police officer. And I wish the name of the police officer was mentioned. I just want to commend her work. And she took them to the orphanage, and from there, they reached out to their parents from there, and, they were rescued. I'm just grateful.
This is 10 months.
10 months.
10 months.
Remember?
Thank God, Dave.
I'm happy that it's still, because usually once it passes a month or two, people tend to give up, but I'm happy that they follow through.
Child,
yes.
They're both young, 13
Yes.
too.
Right.
It's extreme, but the case ended well, so I'm just grateful.
Good work to our security agencies.